Okay, so Triple H, what do you think is gonna happen with this whole uh Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman being on the same side?
Well, it's pretty funny, intriguing to say the least, because after all, Seth Rollins did curb stomp Brock Lesnar at Night of Champions and tried to steal the WWE World Heavyweight Championship from him. So if I were Lesnar, I would still be pissed from that. Despite Rollins apologizing, but yeah, what I think, what I hopefully think is that Seth Rollins does not become a Paul Heyman. He might be on their side for a little bit, but you know how heels are. They're eventually gonna turn on each other, maybe. I think maybe Seth Rollins is gonna be nice to them, nice to Lesnar and Paul Heyman, and maybe he has a trick up his sleeve, you know. Maybe at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, when we see Brock Lesnar versus Cena, Part 3 in the deep PG era. Even though they fought each other before the PG era. I think maybe Brock Lesnar is gonna win against Cena. Obviously, maybe. Unless WWE wants him to drop the titles to Cena because they know Lesnar's gonna leave for the UFC and they don't want him back. But anyways, if Lesnar wins, I would think Seth Rollins helps Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman during the match so that Lesnar wins. And then when Lesnar wins, he's still tired, you know. I think Seth Rollins is gonna come in there, hit Cena and Lesnar and Paul Heyman with his briefcase, hit him with some chairs and curb stomps, and he's gonna rob Lesnar of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That's what I'm hoping. I don't want to see another guy who can talk on his own as paired up with Paul Heyman, okay? CM Punk already did that with Heyman. We don't need Seth Rollins to do it. He can stand on his own. I like to see heel versus heel. I want to see Seth Rollins steal. You want him to see him cash in on Lesnar and steal the titles.